The researcher then uses the data to answer their question. This is trickier than it looks. Because the data come directly from the NHS, and the researcher often has to do a bit of tidying up. They need to do three things. Firstly, check the data. For example, if a hospital starts using a new machine for blood tests, the numbers that show the results might change. Researchers need to make sure that all the numbers make sense. Secondly, they might need to clean the data. Sometimes there might be mistakes, like saying someone is over 150 years old. Researchers need to fix these mistakes. Thirdly, rearranging the data. Researchers might need to organize the data in a better way. For example, they could group people's ages into categories, or they might put together data from different sources to make it easier to understand, like working out when in a hospital stay patients got different types of antibiotics. After this, researchers arrive at the exciting part, the analysis stage. They work out how to use the data based on the questions they want to answer. There are different kinds of things they could do at this stage. For example, descriptive analysis, statistical analysis, or machine learning or artificial intelligence. Descriptive analysis is like drawing pictures and making summaries to talk about the data. For example, we might make graphs to show how many cases of a stomach infection called C. diff there have been over the past 10 years. Statistical analysis is used to see what we can work out from the data. For instance, we might wonder if some types of doctors are more likely to give antibiotics than others. So we use statistics to test questions like these to find answers. Machine learning or artificial intelligence are types of computer programs. It's like teaching a computer to predict things or find patterns. For example, we might try to predict if someone's chest infection will get worse and turn into a very serious type of infection called pneumonia. When the researchers have found their answers, the last thing they do is sharing them with others. There are lots of ways they could do this. For example, writing papers in science magazines. Researchers write down all the answers they've found and share them in special magazines that scientists read. These papers are sent to the team who agree that the study could be done to make sure that the researchers haven't used the data for anything else. And these papers also have to be freely available so that anyone can read them. And you can find a list of all the science papers researchers have written using IORD data on this website. To share their findings, researchers might also talk at conferences to share their findings with other researchers. And they also might share their findings with people working in the Oxford hospitals so that they ensure that people working in the hospital know the findings so that they can be used to make the hospitals better at handling infections right away. Researchers might also use the IORD website to communicate their findings by writing a short summary that's posted on the website. Lastly, they might use social media to post quick updates or share relevant facts or resources. Once the study is finished, the IORD team gets in touch with the researchers to ask them to delete the data. And the researchers need to confirm that they've done this. You can find out more about how this process works on this website.